let's talk about manifesting. Why so many people know it. They know manifestation, they know it works, but why they are not changing their life with it? Why your passing thoughts manifest so quickly when things that you really want, oh yeah, there's a struggle story. And what to do to undo it? Let's talk about it. I'm your host, Koti Tea. Have you ever wondered why there is such a huge disproportion between people who claim, yeah, I know manifestation, and people who are actually living it, and people who are actually living proof that this stuff works? Not just, yeah, I heard about it. I manifested this one thing, this like one time. I sometimes do it because the people, like the second group, is the majority. Why? Why? If you are about to take a look all over the internet, people are like, oh, manifestation, it makes wonders. Fuck, I am the one who will tell you, yeah, it does wonders to your life when you apply it. So why people aren't really doing it right now? Okay, let's take a look for how it looks like when someone first discovers manifestation. It's like they hear about it and they are set to test it. So they are picking some event or like material object they want to get, and they are visualizing or even affirming or doing any of those mainstream techniques. Yeah, they have a success story, like it works for them, and it's like, wow, it worked, like that's a real thing. Oh my god. But then it works for them, and it's like, wow, it worked, like that's a real thing. Oh my god. But then they are the stairs. They seem to be higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, because it looks like when you are set to manifest a picture of an owl, wow, it worked, like that's a real thing. Oh my god. But then they are the stairs. They seem to be higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, because it looks like when you are set to manifest a picture of an owl, even a new fridge, or your friend calling you, anything like that, that's like pretty much not a big deal. But let's take something that you truly, really care about, that that's important for you. Oh, and here, most people struggle. And here, most people go into this trap called resistance, letting go, how to want what I want less, and like all sorts of stuff that are, it's a total miss. Why? Because manifesting is not creating, making, attracting stuff into your life. What it truly is materializing energy in some 3D forms. Every single of your manifestations, those that you want, but also those that you already have in your life, that device that you are listening me from right now, like you manifested it. Yeah, I'm here to tell you about the law of assumption. And the law of assumption basically says that everything that you have in your life, no exceptions, it's what you manifested. How? By keeping some like beliefs, assumptions, stuff, and yeah, a huge dose of bullshit in your head, mind. subconscious imagination, all sorts of name. What does it mean? It means that every single time you manifest something, you think you manifest an object, but that's truly not the case. The most common frustration that people have is why? Your passing thoughts, something that you just think about for a second, just manifests so quickly in your life. And all of the things that you want so much, it seems like, yeah, like that will never ever happen. And here is why. Because what you are doing when you have this passing thought about something, what your brain catches is a thought. But what actually happens there is you are calling in that energy this thing is made of. Tell me, those things that you have passing thoughts about and that manifest so quickly, what is that? It's like you thinking that, oh, you would like to have a pizza and like you actually like it. You had it so many times. You want your friend to call you, it's your best friend. You pretty much call each other pretty much often, like this kind of stuff. Your passing thoughts are always about the things you know so good. You relate to them so much. You even don't know anymore what they stand up for you for. But there is something. They mean something for you. If after a long day, stressful day at work, you crave pizza and you do it every single day in a situation like that, probably this pizza comes with the feeling of comfort and the message that stress is over, and that's what you're manifesting and that's what you're getting in form of pizza. When you're manifesting your friend calling you, and again you know each other so well, that's what you like, tapping it for connection with someone who understands you. Because I guess you can think pretty much a lot about Joe Biden every single day and he won't call you. I mean, like, yeah, or maybe you do, but I guess for the absolute majority of people listening ever to this podcast episode, um, Joe Biden doesn't call them on the evenings to talk about like stuff. And here's the thing, it's not just a passing thought about the chicken sandwich. It's not that. It means something for you. There's an energy, there's a feeling, it's a piece of like a specific word construct. And that's what you're manifesting. But because it's so familiar to you, you're not even realizing it. Oh my god. Yesterday I was laughing so hard. So here's what I'm doing in the evenings. Guys, I'm watching Buffy, yeah, that Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Of course, like in every single episode of that show, there is like demon going crazy all around the Sunnydale, and there's a Buffy who needs to save the world. And this time, Buffy kinds of sabotaged the whole action. Why? Because she really cares about the Thanksgiving dinner for her friends. She wants to make it, that's the most important thing for her. The fun part in it is that through the episode, that's like 40 minutes long, I don't know how many times, like 4 times maybe even, she said it, she explained it, that Thanksgiving and eating baked turkey brings back her childhood and he feels so safe and that everything is like all right and magical again. And she's like little girl who's taken care of. She said it like multiple times through the episode that that's why she wanted. Consciously, she's absolutely not noticing it, and all of the people around her are also like not doing it. Hey, like there's this thing that's important for Buffy because like she basically has the emotional needs there. As a result, the demon thing gets like worse and worse because Buffy's baking a cake and stuff. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious because I can remember how many times that was me. And I know that no matter who you are, if you're listening to it, you were Buffy way more than just once or twice in your life. Because that's what happens when, cliche, we don't know what we want. And this thing with knowing what we want is not pointing pretty much often when I get a new client, like we have this like first sweet little argument on the very beginning because they're like, but like Koti, I told you what I want. Like that's what I want. Like this house, like this guy, this car, there's like that job. I want it. And I'm like, no, that's not what you want. That's what you think will give you what you want. And you may be right, right? Because every single time we reach for a feeling, like in our world, in this reality, is not possible as a healthy functioning person to just sit down in your basement on your couch and yeah, just feel great and feel safe all over nowhere and feel loved all of nowhere or feel wealthy without having food, right? Not really. In this 3D reality, every time we reach for an energy, it manifests in a 3D form. And here's the thing, your rational mind, it doesn't speak energy, it doesn't understand energy. Your rational mind is that part of you that was fully designed and given to you for you to be able to operate in a 3D world. So it sees events, people, stuff, whatever is going on the outside, what you can touch, what you can feel, whatever you can grasp with your senses. That's like, yeah, that's what your mind knows. And that's why, when every single time you have a need, you reach for something in 3D. That's the reason why we have addictions. Have you heard about the people who claim they can help you heal whatever addiction you have in like 5 minutes? They are people like that, and they stuff work. And do you know how it works? It works because they help you understand why you're doing what you are doing. If you are drinking, what it gives you. Because on the surface, yeah, that's the problem. It's destroying my life. I don't want it to destroy my life. But there is something that it gives you. There is some need that it satisfies. Whatever that is. Like porn, smoking, drinking, gaming, scrolling, whatever. It serves a purpose. You just don't do it, just it serves some purpose there. Yeah, it's also destroying you. And like how to undo it? Understand the cause, how it get there, what it gives you. Basically, you dig quite deep into your subconscious. Things make gets clear, and that's the cause. That's the story behind those miracle miracle stories of just like getting rid of addiction in like, yeah, I was drinking for 20 years, but after 2 hours, yeah, call with like, maybe let's skip the names, right? With that person, I stopped. That's what they did. They got deep into a cause. They addicted. So your addiction isn't the longer the only one way you are satisfying your need. The same mechanism stands behind your passing thoughts manifesting for you. Only they are not destroying your life, right? But there is some need you are tapping into. You know that, oh yeah, when I focus on this, when I manifest this, like this gives me that makes me feel like it. Guys, I drink black coffee. I have one here with me right now. And if I'm not thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it. But on this point, I did enough inner work to know that actually it tastes like my grandma when it comes to energy, like she was drinking a black coffee, done exactly this way I make mine. She died many years ago. I still miss her, and like drinking a coffee like that, this way, it somehow makes me feel closer to her. That's my daily dose of my grandma energy. And you have it with every single life in your thing. That's this when you hear your energetical being having 3D experience. That is about that there is an energy and story behind every single thing in your life and every single stupid shit that you are doing. And that's why to be a master pro at manifestation, you need to understand what you're going for. So you need to go about it exactly the same way like you're manifesting any like passing thought. You need to call in the energy, you need to relate to it. You need to know what does it stand for. Because if you just want, I don't know, you want a job, you want more money, you want a partner, like you want something and you just know that you want it, but you don't understand how, why. There's a couple scenarios there. Scenario number one, you're going to have a really hard time manifesting it. Scenario number two, you will manifest it, but then you'll be pretty much disappointed that it's not really what you wanted. Scenario number three, you manifest it, but then you can't sustain it because yeah, you are not used to having something like that. So it's there and it's gone. Scenario number four that I wish for you is that by default, by accident, you will do exactly what you need to be done. Like some people just like are getting it. Some people are so good in energy. They are doing it perfectly without realizing it. They also probably can't teach you how to do it because they don't have like, idea how they do it themselves. But yeah, that's why if you know me not from today, you know that I'm so huge about the why question. Why you want it? What for you want it? Why? Because if you ask yourself this, okay, why I want this job, but what for? Meaning, how my life would look like after it's there, how will it change, what purpose will it save in my reality for me to have this job. And very often like when people start doing it they realize, wait, that's not even what I want. That just like I actually just like want money And yeah, my head is like, yeah, but you need that job because I heard it so many times. Yeah, that's what you get your money from. You are finding a 9 to 5 job. So like that's why I want this job, because if I have to have 9 to 5 job, like this one seems like pretty much like the smallest evil I could find so far. Why you want it? Understanding what's behind it. The same way, like that's like what's behind the pizza that you want to have today. You need to, and you want to, I guess, understand your desires. And that pretty much equals understanding you, yourself. And that again equals one, being able to manifest truly whatever you want. Second, being free from addictions, kind of like worth it in our life, right? Three, never risking having a demon killing your whole town because you're too busy making cake. That's so important for you because it makes you feel safe. Okay, guys, that was it for today. If you like this episode and you want me to create more, please like, subscribe, uh, send it to someone who you think you will like it, or like DM me, email me, telling me that. Like that's my first episode ever, so like any word of encouragement are very much welcomed. And of course, find me on Instagram. Why? Because that's my main platform where I publish majority of the content I create over manifestation, living mindfully, and just being a healthy, happy person. So see you there.